Hey ladies, I'm so thrilled you're back on Broadway together. How's it feeling to be launching this major Broadway musical?
I still don't really believe that it's real. Like, I know that we're all dressed up and we're having a fabulous time here today, but like, it's so grand and it's so wonderful, and so many elements of this, what you see on stage and what we experience off stage, are fabulous. So I'm still pinching myself every day.
This is also one of those titles, and you've both been in musicals like this, based on a movie that everybody's like, that should be a musical, right? You've been through that before, and this is one of those, right? I'm sure you experience this all the time in your like regular life.
Oh yeah, I think I still have the ticket stub from when the movie came out somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, and I think everyone knew this would make a great musical, and I'm happy to report that not only is the movie as exceptional as it is, but what these writers and artists collectively have done to translate it to stage is one for the books. Isn't it really wonderful?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because it's one of the most iconic movies ever made. But what they've done is taken that and made it completely its own while paying homage to what's been done before us. I'm really thrilled for people to experience it.
I'm thrilled for the opportunity of you two. I've loved both of you forever. I've followed your career for decades.
I mean, decade. We're only 20.
I just started.
So, yeah.
I just started this whole Broadway thing.
We'll go with plural.
Just a baby.
But it's not every day you get a lead in a brand new Broadway musical. I mean, this is huge.
Oh, it's humongous, yeah.
We were saying once too, like the canon of two women on Broadway, it's not that large, and so it is quite an honor. And you know, if the female producers, that sounds good to me. Like I'm just really excited. And they just put up our artwork this week, and how I always wanted this, right? And little girl, you know how many people would love to be in our shoes. So I'm treating it with great respect and hope we live up to it.
I'm looking forward to the day where I'm taking the subway and there's really terrible things drawn on my face.
You will have arrived.
That's the goal.
That's when I'll know that I've made it. I can't wait.
So these characters, Madeline, Helen, wow, they're a lot.
What makes you say that?
I mean, these are women who live very large, right? And they're very large characters to inhabit. But you make them. You also have to make them very human and build these real human relationships. I think you're doing that beautifully. What is it like, that balance? Because you do get to be extremely broad in the show as well.
I don't know. I don't know, because it does feel like I'm waiting for somebody to say, no, that's too much. Like, please don't do that. But I love that we have this space where we get to do that.
Yeah.
And inherently, like, you have to bring yourself to it. Otherwise, it's not real. So I don't know technically what that is, where that, like, how to put words to that balance, but it is very much at the center of what we're doing.
You have to know that even when you're using the largest brush stroke, that it has to be based in something real.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can go in with a fine brush stroke, and usually, to Megan's point, if you bring yourself to it, it's always going to be grounded if you work from the inside out. So even the broadest things are based in truth. I think we're both really good at listening to each other on stage and talking with our eyes, and I really appreciate that as your scene partner.
Yeah.
That keeps it honest, even when we're doing the most ridiculous things.
Yeah.
I mean, not since Roxy and Velma have two showbiz ladies maybe rivaled each other but needed each other so much. It's such a fun dynamic. They're enemies at times, they're rivals. They come together, like, it's a fun story.
Like any friendship, there are dynamics.
Yeah.
You know, theirs just happen to have, like, their range is a little maybe wider. But at the core, they love each other. Everything that drives what we do is because we want to impress the other one. We want, even, it might come across as like we want to top the other one, but it comes from a place of admiration and love. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
In every relationship, there are going to be times when you're in sync and you're not in sync, and you have to ride those waves. And I think with the two of them, eventually, you get on each other's nerves, especially with the people you love the most and feel safest with, right? So these two definitely have known each other for years, so that's all there. But ultimately, realizing it becomes, on a surface level, I think, a bit of a buddy flick between these two fabulous women on a theatrical level. And yes, and realizing that, oh, there's deep love, and you are my person, and I am yours, and the beauty in that.
this movie is also really known for incredible special effects
Yeah.
that you are sort of tasked with recreating on stage, and it's really fun to watch. What is the challenge of that like for you? And I'm sure it's sort of a process.
It's very fun because it's not something that I'm used to doing at all, being introduced to this illusion world. And from what I understand, a lot of these things are going to evolve even more for Broadway. So I'm really excited to see how these things are going to change.
But to be clear, you can't actually turn your head around, and you don't actually have a hole in
Maybe
your
of course
chest.
I can. I just learned how.
That's right.
That
We had
Yes.
a whole workshop.
Yes.
I am sitting here with a hole in my stomach as we speak. That's why I'm not drinking.
She's been she's been hiding it for however many
whole
years.
time, that's right.
We never knew.
Yeah, but I think we're magicians now. Is there a union we need to join?
We are multi-hyphenates now.
We are.
We are.
Illusionists, action stars.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A singer who moves well. There's a lot of hyphens in there.